Hello everybody, I hope everybody's doing good. Today I'm going to be working on this mower deck, or brush hog if you will. This one I got with the 1962 Gravely, just sitting over there. And I tried it on one of the videos when I was trying to fix the PTO. Well, I did fix the PTO on the tractor. And I noticed it was really hard to turn. It's putting a real stress on the tractor. So today I want to try to disassemble part of it to see what's going on, if there's a bearing in there that needs to be freed up or replaced or what. I'm not really sure. This mower deck here is going to get redone, and it's going on the orange tractor, the 69 Gravely that's going to the dealership in Texas. First thing I noticed, this thing was leaking oil like crazy. I put 90 weight gear lube in it because I don't want to try it dry, of course. And I noticed there's a seam right here, and this bolt, nut and bolt, is loose. It looks like it's coming out of the seam, but I don't know that much about these, and this is the first time I'm going to be taking it apart. So we're going to begin by taking the nut off the flange here. And I want to try to get this off here, and then maybe we can see what's going on inside there. And if not, I'll have to remove these four bolts here and pull a whole unit out. So so far I got the socket and the air gun and everything ready, so we'll get started on it. Okay, so for one thing, I know this flange is supposed to pivot back and forth, so when you have the mower deck on the tractor, you know, it can float the mower deck, and it doesn't budge. It's just like locked up. So that nut and bolt I was telling you about, it looks like if you loosen that nut and bolt, you can turn the flange back and forth. But like I said, I'm not sure about this because my other mower deck is not like this. It's a different type. So I'm going to begin by pulling this, taking this nut off here. And I'll probably have to spray it up and see if I can get this apart. Okay, that's pretty good. So it looks like this is just splined in here, and the shaft is splined, so you can stick it back on there again. And there's a bearing right here, right off the bat. Looks like all the rollers are there. And it doesn't really look that rusted, so I'm gonna see. This bearing, I doubt it just pulls right out. It's probably like pressed in to this flange here. So, okay, I'm going to see what's going on. I'm going to spray it up a little bit and see where we stand with it. Okay, so I took the, there were 3/8. I had to use a 3/8 wrench on this, and I took all four bolts out, and it looks like this just pulls right out of here. It has a gear on it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my gloves back on, pull this thing out, and I want to see how hard this, I think the problem is probably this mechanism in here, the gear and the spline assembly in there. So I'm going to put my gloves back on and take that off, and we'll see how it spins, or if it doesn't spin or what. It held most of the oil I put in there, but I'm pretty sure I know where the leak is. And if I could get that working so it's freed up, then I could go ahead and sand. I'm going to sand the whole thing down to bare metal, and I'm going to paint it orange just like the 69 Gravely. So that easily just comes right out. And I could barely even turn this. I'm gonna have to get the camera set up different. Let me see if I can just spin the blade around easily. Yeah, it spins really easy. Okay, so everything's heavy. So the problem is in here, and I don't know what it's going to be entailed to free this thing up. Now it looks like where there's nut and bolt goes in here. If I could get this whole thing to start twisting, I don't know if this pulls out. I don't know. I really don't know anything about these things, but it definitely took a seizure, because if this nut and bolt here are loose, this flange should be able to, pivot back and forth. So I'll be back with you soon. Let me see what's entailed here to get this thing apart. Sorry for the big pause. I wish I had a cameraman or lady or whoever. Okay, so I took the C-clip off this gear here, and I was trying to take this gear off. It looked like it moved a little bit, but it won't move. And I kind of marred this over here a little bit. I was sticking like a chisel in between, but I fixed it with the die grinder. I got it back smooth again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang this thing back on as far as it'll go and put the C-clip back on. And then I'm going to, I shot some WD everywhere into all points. And this is where the grease fitting goes in here. So I sprayed some in there. So I'm going to stick the grease fitting in there, and I'm going to grease it up real good. And I'm not going to hook it back up to the mower deck. I'm going to hook it up to the tractor and just let it spin on the tractor and see if it'll free up that way. And if it doesn't, we're back to the drawing board. I have to try to get this thing apart somehow. So I loaded the unit up with WD-40. I stuck it back on the tractor, and I couldn't even get it. Like, if I put it in low gear, it just wanted to stall. It seems to be doing a lot better now, but I don't want to run this thing too long without oil in it, going through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it back off, and I'm going to stick it back on the mower deck and see how it works then with the 90 weight oil, going through the system. But if worse comes to worse, it's going to have to be taken apart. But it's doing a lot better than it did in the first place, so let's just see what happens. Well, it's working in low gear, and it still needs to loosen up some, but it loosened up a great deal. You couldn't even put it in low gear barely before. And I don't want to run it. I got it into high gear, but it's lugging too much, putting too much of a strain on the engine. So I'm just going to keep running it like this for now, because I want to run the tractor before I take it apart to restore it. So I'll see what happens. And thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all on the next one.